Hello, my dear viewers. I'm here again, Dawi Olaye, the celebrated truth teller. I'm here to talk about another issue, that has to do with our homes, particularly those of us who are married and those of us who may be in very serious relationships. I want to talk about something current that is also on my counseling desk, this moment through my channel. And it has to do with the relationship between a woman and her husband and her pastor. It has become a very common thing among us to see that some of our wives, some of our fiancés relate in specific ways with their husbands and relate in specific peculiar ways with their pastors. And it has reached a stage where we have discovered that certain women respect and obey and worship their pastors a lot more than their husbands. They belittle their husbands. They don't really have much respect for their husbands. But when they go to church, they respect, they kneel down and call their pastors daddy, and they fear their pastor, they respect their pastors, they accept everything that the pastor says, and whereas when they get home, they don't listen to their husbands. They don't respect their husbands. They shout the names of their husbands as if they are shouting the names of their children. They don't have any particular respect for their husbands. But when they go to church, they bow down for the pastors. They respect the pastors. They fear the pastors. They listen carefully with adoration and reverence, in front of the pastor. In fact, most of them, they don't even talk to their pastors while standing. They usually kneel down to respect their pastors. But they are not able to demarcate, they are not able to differentiate between respecting your pastor and respecting your husband. But I want to use this channel to tell the truth. You see, God wants you as women to respect your husband more than your pastor. You see, your husband is part of your life. Is your better half. Is the father of your children, for example. Your husband is the head of your home. Is the head of your own personal private home. Is the man in charge of your life, in charge of your affairs. Is the man you have intimacy with. Is the man you have closeness with. In your home, and it is that man you sit down, you discuss about family issues, about how to manage your family, how to administer your home. That is the man that you do this with, and it's the same man you sleep with. It's the same man who you have your children for, and all that. So there are so many things, things involved in a woman and her husband. No other person in this world can come in between a husband and a wife. And of course, there is no good pastor anywhere who would want to come between husband and wife and indoctrinate the woman to begin to respect him, the pastor, more than her own husband. No pastor should do that. We have come to discover that many pastors, brainwash. They brainwash women to respect them as the pastors, worship them, bring them money, bring them everything. Whereas they don't tell these women to respect and honor their husbands at home. For example, a woman goes to the church and somebody was talking to me recently on my counseling desk that he has a problem in his matrimonial home. And I started asking, what is the problem, my brother? He said, my wife went to a church and came back with a lot of posters, a lot of pictures of, I don't want to mention the name of the church, of the general overseer of the church. And one of those popular general overseers. And she came back home with his pictures, and she spent money to develop these pictures. And she came to put the pictures all over the house, in the kitchen, in the entrance of the house, in the sitting room, even the door of their bedroom. This woman put the picture of her general overseer on that place. And the man started asking, what is this? He said, yes, so this is what my daddy in the church said. If you put my pictures in your house, no demon will come into your house. No evil will come into your house. And that is why I put, his pictures all over the house. And the husband said, no, I don't like this. You have never put my own picture anywhere in this house. How come you are decorating the whole building, the whole house, from kitchen to bedroom to parlor to the sitting room and everything with the picture of your pastor, of your general overseer? The woman said, well, that is what I believe in. I believe in him. He's a man of God. And with his picture in our house, no demon will come into this house. And the man said, I don't believe in that. The pastor himself needs protection by himself from God, for God to protect him. We don't need the pictures of pastors in our house to protect us. And the woman disobeyed the husband. She disobeyed the husband. In fact, it came to the extent where the wife actually started insulting her husband, insulted him, called him all sorts of names, said that the man was possessed with demons and the man lacks wisdom, the man has no sense, the man is an infidel, is an unbeliever, the man does not know God, and that the man is foolish and all that. Just because the man said, the way you are decorating our house with your pastor's pictures is too much, you understand? So please, I want to talk to our sisters on this channel. Our sisters must be careful how they disrespect their husbands because of their pastors. They are two different people entirely. The pastor may obviously be your spiritual leader, but in the church, and your husband is the head of your home. Your husband is your better half. Your husband is the father of your children. Your husband is the man you sleep with, and that is the man you need to respect more, because that is the man you build your home with, you build your family with. It's not the pastor. The pastor has his own problems with his wife. The pastor has his own home to manage. He has his own home to build. He has his own challenges, even in his own house. And it doesn't require any woman. It doesn't require any woman to go to church and come back and begin to insult your husband just you think your husband does not believe in your pastor. Please, try to differentiate them, your pastor and your husband. And basically, the message I want to put clear to everybody is that respect your husband more. Respect your husband more than obey your husband more than your pastor. And that is what God expects from you. Your husband cannot ask you to do evil. Your husband cannot send you to do what is abominable because he's your husband. Please, don't let pastors brainwash you to begin to see your husband as a demon, to begin to see your husband as a devil, as somebody who doesn't know God. I don't think that is right. God does not expect women to do that. God expects you to respect first your husband. The first person you are supposed to respect is your husband before your pastor. Your pastor is just your spiritual leader in the church, and he cannot build your home for you. He cannot tell you how you should manage your home as a woman, as a builder who's supposed to administer your home. Your pastor cannot do that for you. It is your husband who will do that for you. Please try to know the difference between a husband and a pastor. There are a lot you can do with your husband that you cannot do with your pastor. Please, let's be careful. Let's be wise. Let's not mix up things. Let's not create problems just because we go to church. Please, I want to appeal to you. I want to use this channel to tell you to please respect your husband more first before you respect your pastor. And I know that if we begin to do this, it will show you ladies more as good Christians. It will show you more as responsible Christians who understand exactly the commandments of God. Please subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and click on the notification bell so you will be able to get more of my regular videos, at your doorstep. I thank you all for listening, and I hope to see you very soon again. Thank you.